welcome to whatever this is called. Listen, I came on here I haven't made a video in a long time. Let's start there. I've been MIA for many different reasons, but mostly because I have just been trying to get my life together, and it's not easy doing that and trying to, film videos. Sometimes it's hard to be inspirational, and it's hard to be an inspiration to yourself and others. So sometimes you just have to, put yourself first. So I decided while I did my face routine that I would talk to you guys. Starting off, first and foremost, I'm looking out the window because this thing happened today. These little boys, I went on my my evening walk. These little boys came up for like, "Do you use your grass cut?" And I just got our grass cut today, so didn't need our grass cut. But I was asking a lot of questions like I normally do. And I'm like, "Oh, you all cut grass? How much do you charge?" I was asking them, what do they do when they cut the grass? Do you weed eat? Do you, anyways, grass cutting questions. And so these little boys had to be about, I don't know how old, maybe 8th grade, young. And so I was saying to them like, come back in 2 weeks. You can cut my grass. But just to make sure that they're going to come back, I told them to come back earlier than my normal grass cut day. Anyways, he said he would. I just thought that was so great because really and truly, since I've moved into this neighborhood, I've been looking for people to come, I've been looking for young people to come do things like cut grass, ask to take out the trash can, cut my bushes, things like that, because I'm willing to pay. Anyways, today was the first day that a young person has ever done that. Back to why I'm here. Sometimes, life gets really hectic, and by hectic, I mean, it seems like everything around you is crumbling, and it's important to take a step back and figure out, number one, what's going on and why these things are happening. So currently in my life, I am fasting. What that looks like for me is giving up things that I normally would have my attention, giving up things that probably keeping me from God and my attention, my time with God. I'm giving those things up. 30 days. So I decided to bring you all along with me. I'm not sharing what I'm praying for, but I'm going to share around the perimeters of these things. I don't want to be too specific because there's lots of things that I'm believing God for, and I don't believe that that's something that me personally, that we should be just sharing all willy-nilly. Our relationship with God is really personal. And I think that although we can share testimonies, we can share our experience with God, I think that some things are very personal and we should keep it to ourselves. So I've already started fasting. I'm just sharing that I think when things are going haywire in our life, it is the time, that is when we need to probably bring ourselves back in and recenter ourselves with God. And that is what I'm doing. So I'm excited to see where I come out on the other side at, and really, clarity and things like that it's needed on my end. So we will see, and I'm going to try to vlog more days than not. So stick with me. We'll see. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. Consistency and discipline is something that I really struggle with. So let's see how this goes. Follow along as I talk about my journey, and I'll share with you all what books of the Bible I'm reading, what chapters I'm reading, or what books I'm reading, what books of the Bible I'm reading for that day, and what I'm studying. We'll even talk about the way that I like to pray, because I think everybody is entitled to their own ways, and like I said, their own relationship with God, but their own ways of praying. It doesn't look the same for everybody. So I want to share with you the way that I like to pray and what works for me. So we can start there. One of my favorite things to do is obviously, I like to be in a quiet place. But quiet for me looks like still playing meditation music, praise and worship music, things like that. I still like a little noise, but the noise needs to be geared or centered towards something. So I will usually either ask Google or Alexa to play some type of meditation or praise and worship music, just to kind of set the mood, set the atmosphere. I believe in being intimate with God, so that's important. But also, my prayers usually start with me just having a conversation with God. I literally have a conversation. If you know me, you know I like to talk. So I literally just start having a conversation, and the conversation usually rolls into prayer. And during my time with God, I take a few minutes to listen. That's important. Listening to figure out, what I should do. Where is God asking me to go? Or where does God need me to go? Maybe a prayer is being answered. Maybe He's speaking to me. So that's also important. Let's see, what else? I'm going to show you all my Bible. That's important. I usually use my phone, so I use the Bible app on my phone. But then also, let me show you my Bible. This is my Bible. It's the New Living Translation Bible, Illustrated and Study Bible. There was a pastor of a church that I used to go to, and she used this Bible. I absolutely adore this Bible. It breaks down different. So let's say we are in Psalms. I'm saying Psalms because everybody knows Psalms. So if we're in Psalms, it has, first of all, let me find it. Hold on. Let me find it. I'm not tripping. It's right here. Anyway, so we're in Psalms, and you are trying to get an understanding of the verse that you're reading. So what you would do is, y'all, did I forget how to look through the books of the Bible? Oh my goodness. Okay, you're in Psalms. You're in Psalms 18, verse 20. Hold on. Okay, so Psalms 18, verse 20. It breaks down the verse. It breaks down literally each verse and what it means. And so that's one reason why, because it helps you to study a little bit more. But then also, stay still. But then also, it does give you illustrations in here, which I think are pretty cool. Illustrations in the Bible. But we're not children. But I do think in order to study the Bible, it's fun to see these things. For me, I don't want to just see the words. Give me some pictures, give me a breakdown, help me understand what's being said, so on and so forth. The point that I'm making is I use both, my app and the Bible. My app mostly. But I think it's really cool. like I said earlier, I feel like it is important that when we're having moments of setbacks and struggles in our lives, we need to recenter and refocus. And you never know what that looks like. For me, that looks like fasting, praying, reading my Bible. Until next time, and until I come back on this, until next time. Bye.